Okay, as per usual, clear my throat just as the camera starts, because that's how I plan things. So, get things up and running, get the chat happening. I think also, because I'm going to be playing some Harry Potter trivia tonight, I try and see if we can get a few more people in. I'll put a link on Facebook as well. So join me live. Post that there. Get our chat happening. Hey Luke, how you doing? Cheers with I got my lemonade. Hey, g'day Pat man, how's it going? So I think I'm all sorted. I might just double check that Twitter sent the link as well. It's supposed to do that automatically, and it usually works. Sorry, I'll just check in that the link went out. It did. Good. Excellent. Fine. Ready. Oh, made it through most of the first week back at work after a couple of weeks off, and it felt weird now. Surprising how many people weren't back, though. I thought everyone came back on Monday. A lot of people did not. I assume they're coming back next week. So it's been very quiet. Musical Aviator, my Hogwarts house on Patronus. I'm honestly not that into Harry Potter. It's not something I like the idea of a Patronus, though. I have to put a bit of thought in. See, I got this. Like, it's meant to go with Trivial Pursuit, like with the whole board and stuff. For some reason, I thought it was electronic. It just looked like an electronic game. I got it like in post-Christmas sales, and I thought it was an electronic game, and I thought, oh, that would be cool for live streams. And it isn't an electronic game. It's just the cards to go with the Trivial Pursuit board. But that doesn't mean we can't have fun with it. There's a lot of cards, so there's a lot of questions. What would my Patronus be? I like the idea of something very Australian for a Patronus, like a funnel web spider or something. Something like that. Shark, great white. Hello, Tendai and Catherine. How are you doing? Just sort of getting settled in at this point. Yeah, and we'll take the evening as we come. Oh, all sorts of interactive fun and shenanigans planned for this evening. One thing I want to get since the time. Oh yes, you're right, Luke. I saw that story too. A sign on the Monash Freeway just fell on a car for no apparent reason. Like, there weren't high winds or anything. It was its time, and it fell and landed. It was a fucking big sign, and it landed on a car and did a fairly good job of crushing it. The woman who's driving's okay. She was injured, not seriously, but I think they did treat her in hospital. But I saw the video of it, like one of the traffic cameras got it, and holy crap, just this huge fucking metal sign just squashed part of her car. That's not good. That is just not good. That is right up there on the list of not good things you don't want to happen. It's like, oh, have you ever watched those things? And they're normally from Russia, because dash cams took off in Russia before the rest of the world. Apparently, that's because the amount of people who try and pull scams pretending they've been hit by a car, and so there were so many scams, Russians started having dash cams so they could prove that the person was trying to scam them. And hello, big boy, nice to see you. Of course, they're very widespread now. But yeah, with all the Russians on the road, it's like when there are so many cameras going all the time, you just see wild things. Like, there's I don't know if you've ever started watching those videos on YouTube, compilations of dash cam stuff, but oh man, I get really sucked in by them. Near misses, actual accidents. There's one where a tank just bursts across the highway, one where fighter jets do a really low flyover. Oh, and of course there was the meteorite. That was the really wild one. The meteorite that burnt up in the atmosphere, very bright and big boom explosion. And yeah, actually all of us getting to see that just because the amount of Russian people who have dash cams was wild. And hey there, Megalich. Yeah, big boy, I have seen the Dashcam Australia channel as well. Now that everyone has them, you get this stuff everywhere. But Sargon of Hashtag, hello, how's it going? Haven't seen you for a little while. So yeah, the dash cams can be a bit of a rabbit hole. Once you start watching, you can get stuck watching them for a really long time. Because there's just wild stuff, like the people trying to fake. My favorite ones are the people who try to fake an accident, like if the car's coming and the car actually stops because it sees this person's going to lunge in front. And when the car's at a complete stop, this person still throws themselves on the bonnet of the car and goes, "Oh, I'm injured, I'm injured." And half the time, the driver of the car gets out and punches the shit out of people who are trying to scam them, which seems like an odd thing to do on camera, but it happens. Yeah, I agree, big boy. It's one of the many YouTube black holes. Different people have different weaknesses. Like AngryAussie has told me the pimple popping stuff and stuff that gets way beyond pimples, like when the people have huge boils or huge sebaceous cysts and they lance them or cut them with a scalpel. And he says he can get stuck watching those for hours. Yes, Tendai, it's the crash for cash, whether it's throwing their body in front of a car or, yeah, trying it on with a car. And it just gets messed up. Was that CrossFitter? The subreddit for popping. Of course, there is that lady doctor in the, why do I say lady doctor? She's a doctor in the US who calls herself Dr. Pimple Popper. She's actually got a show now. Her YouTube channel is quite big, but yeah, Dr. Pimple Popper. She did this thing for years where she was a dermatologist, and she told people, "I'll treat you for these pimples and whatnot free if I can use the video on my YouTube channel." So she goes, so when you think that, yeah, the Russian dash cams were a deterrent for police brutality, doesn't work. Police corruption is super big. Batman, any collabs coming up? I hope so. I was having a discussion with someone about this afternoon, actually, doing collaborations. I'd like to be able to collaborate like consistently with like one or maybe a small number of people. It's really hard to organize. For an extended period, I was able to do it with AngryAussie, but his health got too bad, and basically his various chronic and occasionally acute health issues means that he can't commit to getting together on any sort of regular basis. Still try to catch up, but it's impossible to sort of plan it regularly, because like sometimes he's just not well enough to go on public transport. And I have gone over to his place, but it's like the other side of town. It's a 1 hour trip each way for me, which is a bit of a drag, because like if I go over on the weekend, drive over there and drive back, and then the time with him, that wipes out a whole day. And, you know, I have a family to spend time with as well. So that's a real hassle. But, you know, there's a guy I've been doing stuff with recently, Josh. Speaking of collabs, we made. He's going to edit the video we shot of taste testing drinks, notably my Vegemite vodka, which is really disturbingly bad. and I'm going to take it to a YouTube meetup Saturday week and see who's game to do what we decided to call the shit water challenge, because it's such a gross color, Vegemite dissolved in vodka. It looks like shit's been dissolved in it, and it's really hard to drink. So I'm going to have a slow motion video of people taking a shot of this, and the challenge is to not pull a face, which is very hard. Barrett, do I need a light? Not really. My light actually looks okay. I just realized I haven't stuck on half the lights I normally do, and I think the light kind of looks okay anyway. That's interesting. Oh, Sargon, it is disgusting. It's worse than I thought it would be, actually. Taking a straight shot of this Vegemite vodka is worse than I thought it would be. Did make what do you call it? A martini with it. So tried it with just vermouth, like a sweet vermouth, and that actually tasted a bit dodgy. It made the vermouth taste like goon. But then we tried it with this other vermouth I have that's infused in with absinthe flavors. So it's got all the herb flavors from absinthe, the aniseed and the wormwood and the herby flavors, and that actually is better. A martini made with Vegemite vodka and this herb absinthe tinged vermouth was actually okay. Yeah. Patman, where is it? It's we meet behind Federation Square, Birrarung Ma, and from about 1 o'clock onwards. Nicholas, who's my favorite celebrity and or YouTuber? Do I have a favorite celebrity? Good question. Good question. Look, in terms of YouTubers, and he's a bit of a celebrity, my long-time, all-time favorite is Corey Williams, Mr. Safety, SMP Films. Dude like hella, and he's been a family vlogger for the last year or two. He was like my first YouTube friend, and always loved his work. Barrett, you tried Bovril with Grey Goose. The taste is actually probably really similar. Yeah, very salty. Yeah, no, I reckon you have a hint of what Vegemite vodka tastes like if you've done vodka and Bovril. That I reckon the taste would be quite similar, as in not great, absolutely not great. So I'm going to try. Like I said, we did make a martini with it. There's a thing, a dirty martini. Does anyone know what a dirty martini is? That's a martini that has brine in it. And now, because you often put olives in martinis, so a dirty martini usually has olive brine in it. Sometimes it's pickle brine, but basically salty stuff in it. So I thought, okay, the Vegemite is very salty, so maybe Vegemite vodka would make a good martini. Wasn't great. It was much better than the vodka straight, actually. But of course, another popular vodka drink is a Cosmopolitan. It has a lot of sweet things in it. So I think I'm going to get. I'm going to have a go at a Vegepolitan. I've had a Vegetini. I try a Vegepolitan because the fruit juices and stuff that you put in a Cosmopolitan might take the edge off the Vegemite vodka. We will see. It might make it worse. Hashad, you'd like alcohol with mud in it. Okay. I mean, it's relatively easy to make drinks with alcohol in them that just don't taste like alcohol at all. I just experiment a lot, and some experiments work better than others. And hello, Dirk. Nice to see you. Yeah, some experiments work better than others. It's the nature of science. You experiment. Results are different from time to time. Frank, how's it going, buddy? Nice to see you. Hey, I was thinking, okay, there's a few people here now. We could maybe have a bit of a round of Harry Potter trivia and see how we go. But I want to see something first. I'm trying to get an idea of the time delay, so I know how long to wait for answers. So what I want you all to do is type something specific when I tell you to. Okay, so we got our heads wrapped around that. I'm going to clap, and then I want you to type something specific, and it'll help me understand. Wait a sec, I'm going to get my timer. I'm going to get my stopwatch happening, so I know how long the delay is. Where is a stopwatch? Okay, so I'm going to clap, and then you type it. Okay. So what I wanted to do when I clap, I want you to type the word now. Ready? Type the word now for me. And I've just got a timer on. So there's going to be a delay from when I say it to when you hear me say it. And then there's probably some delay, though probably not much. Yeah, 10 seconds. That's about normal. Okay, so it's about 10 seconds. It's usually about 10 seconds. So that's good now. There's a delay from when I say something to when you hear me say it, and then there's a little delay from when you type your response to when I see your response. But it's 10 seconds, so that's manageable. It's like radio. Radio has like a 10-second delay. So Frank, you're on your last day of 17 days off. Oh, you've been coding your gaming engine. Nice, nice. Well, I forgive you for missing the living streams. You've been working. So you got a dice to tell you which thing. I've got this many cards, so there's a lot of what. I'm not even sure what they call how to play. Okay. So in this one, the question categories. Oh God, Barrett, are you a federal employee? The government shutdown means you're not getting paid. That sucks. The proverbial. So the question categories for Harry Potter Trivial Pursuit are the dark arts, Hogwarts, magic spells and potions, magical objects, magical people, and then animals and magical creatures. It's 100 question cards, and there's so there's like 600 questions in here. Oh, Frank, okay, you're going to be lifted out if you've never read the books or watched the movies. I haven't read the books. I've only watched the movies. So if you want to see me in 4K, my video camera does shoot in 4K, but it's really fucking hard to edit. You need a really powerful machine to edit 4K, and editing in 4K is a real hassle for me. So I tend not to shoot in 4K just because of what a drag it is. Oh, Dowie, I like that. Accio brain. Get your brain happening. So shall I just read questions, or will we roll the dice for categories? So if you meant 4K webcam, it wouldn't matter. This is fairly crisp. This is a fairly high resolution webcam, but it's not 4K. But because of the bandwidth, the resolution of the camera helps, but the bandwidth for the live stream means it wouldn't come through in 4K anyway. Frankie, you know, the actor who played Marcus Belby was murdered for defending his little brother. I don't know who Marcus Belby is. Okay, we're going to roll the dice. We're going to roll the dice, See how good people's Harry Potter knowledge is. Hashtag ready for and English. So we roll it, and it's landed on orange, which is magical objects. Okay. This is a question about the Weasley twins. The question is, where do Fred and George first get the Marauders map? Remember, that's that map that shows them where everyone is, and yet they mysteriously never bothered to use it to find Voldemort or get a whole bunch of really important clues. And there's a thing people have spotted online that in one image of the Marauders map, because you see footprints, it looks like two of the students are fucking. Ooh, Dirk's in first with Filch's office, and the answer is in fact Filch's office. So Catherine and Dirk was right, and Dirk got in just in front. Whoa. Okay, Frank, that was a character in the Potter movies. Not even vaguely familiar. I don't know who Marcus Belby is. Oh, well, okay. That was off to a flying start. Dirk gets 1 point. Barry, you're only betting $1 on each thing. No, spelling's fine. I'm going to excuse spelling because we're going for speed. Okay, next category is the purple category, which is the dark arts. It's a question about the dark arts. Aha. What object in the Department of Mysteries is Voldemort after? Yeah, so the very poor security in the Department of Mysteries, where both the kids can get in there and Voldemort and the Dark Wizards can get in there. But what is Voldemort after in the Department of Mysteries? Oh, Megaleech is in. Megaleech is in. It's a prophecy. No, Big Boy was wrong. It's not a Horcrux on all. It's a prophecy. Catherine, you're also right. But Megaleech got in first with the prophecy. Oh, there's a stranger in the kitchen. That's okay. Let it go. She's very practiced in holding her head in an angle that you don't see her. Okay, we've got some hardcore Harry Potter knowledge going on. So is anyone going to keep track? It's 1 point to Dirk and 1 point to Megaleech. And Catherine's been really close both times. Okay, next category. It's blue. We're getting a different. This is just Hogwarts. This is the generic Hogwarts. Yeah, go for it. Be a noise of a kettle going, some instant noodles happening here. Okay, so blue category, Hogwarts. It's actually a little bit loud, but that's okay. On his search, tell me if you can't hear me properly, by the way. Just let it go for a while. It's a very quick kettle. On his search for Rowena Ravenclaw's diadem, Harry speaks with which ghosts? All the ghosts running around. Harry spoke to one in particular to get Rowena Ravenclaw's diadem. Sounds fine. Good. Thank you very much for that. Hey, Jessica, how are you? CrossFitter, Hogwarts is an STD. Barrett, no, it's not Moaning Myrtle. Megaleech, it's not Nick. Dowie, it's the Grey Lady. It's the Grey Lady. Dowie's in. Oh, this is very even here. Catherine, you're always right, and you're just being slightly below, slightly later than someone else, but you've been right every time. Yes, Jessica, we're doing Harry Potter trivia now. First 3 questions, 3 different people have got in first, so 3-way tie. It's very exciting. This is very exciting stuff. Interactive stuff is fun, isn't it? I like AZ telling long rambling stories, but that's not so interactive. I enjoy more when it's interactively. So next category, orange again. Orange is magical objects. So, oh, Mimsy's coming too. She might join us up here. Be my familiar. What object in the Weasley's house shows the location and status of each family member? Ah, I saw that. Mrs. Angry's been rewatching the Harry Potter movies, and I saw this just the other day. What object in the Weasley house tells the location of each member of the household? Dirk has got in. Dirk. And Barrett was just beaten out, and Catherine was just beaten out again. Dirk's got in with the clock. I think that's 2 points to you, isn't it? I am not keeping track. I don't have a pen. I have a pen or paper. I'm going to keep track. So we now have, that's 2 points for you, isn't it, Dirk? So Dirk has 2, and Dowie has 1, and Megaleech has 1. I'll write down the names as more people get things. Oh, it's very exciting. The tension is running high. Maybe we'll just do whole live streams all the time that are just always trivia questions. Maybe I'll get generic. All right. I'm gonna go to a game shop. There are a lot of good game shops in the city, and I'm gonna get an interactive game that we can play in other live streams, like whether it's quizzes or something else. I'm going to explain. I think here, Barrett. Muggles use Facebook. Magic people use clocks. Sapa, Star Wars Trivia Night, 100%. I've actually got Star Wars Trivial Pursuit. I'll have to find it, but we used to play that a lot, Star Wars Trivial Pursuit. You do Bandersnatch. Choose your own adventure. Okay, well, games are fun. I thought this might be fun, and it is. I'm enjoying it. Okay, next question. Tendai, I actually own Exploding Kittens. I supported the Kickstarter. I got Exploding Kittens and the Not Safe for Work expansion pack, but can't really play that on here. But yes. Oh yeah, Jessica, an 80s, 90s thing. See, this is okay. We're going to have quizzes all the time. We've now decided quizzes are fun. That's a thing we're going to do. Quiz night, the Angry Aussie quiz night. I wanted to sign up for that. I don't know if anyone saw it. Hank Green was behind a thing that was running trivia nights. I wanted to sign up for that. Yes. Yes, Barrett. Games distract you from the meaningless of life. Yeah, we're not busy enough to need a mod at this point. Safa, DLC, that's video games. I get that you're making a joke. But yes, the physical expansion pack for a game of kittens is a card game. Okay, next question. Oh, we're on a roll. Roll. Orange again. So that is magical objects. Magical objects again. How do the students open the monster book of monsters? How do students open the monster book of monsters? Okay, that's gross. For those who don't know the answer, it's vaguely sexual. I'm just throwing that out there. How do the students open the monster book of monsters? Megaleech, it's not a wand. My God, it's happened to you again. Dirk's got it right, and Catherine was just behind. It's stroke the spine. Mystery 9, tickle the nose, is right out there. Dirk's streaking out into the lead now. It was even, but 2 in a row there for Dirk. Yes, it's stroke the spine, which sounds vaguely sexual to me. But yes, that's it. Wow. So, I did see the question, what do I think of Bandersnatch? Catherine, I really liked it. I had so much fun. I'm sure everyone's heard of it at least, but just in case you haven't, Bandersnatch is a Black Mirror movie that's on Netflix, and it's a choose your own adventure thing. You use your remote. Every now and then you get an A-B choice, do this or do that, and it takes you on different paths depending what you choose. And you get to see different bits of story. I fucking loved it. I thought it was great. I probably did about 2 hours of it, saw about 6 or 7 different endings. I really loved Bandersnatch. Not for everyone. A lot of people know. I think it's great. I really enjoyed it. There's going to be a bunch of shitty knockoffs of it. Any money, there will be some shitty knockoffs of it. but I really enjoyed it. And apparently there's also going to be a new series of Black Mirror sometime this year as well. Speaking of new series on Netflix, 1 week till new Star Trek Disco, which I'm looking forward to. But yes, Bandersnatch is fun. I mean, I've done very limited choose your own adventures on YouTube. You could do it with annotations and say, should this happen or this happen? And I did one where I only put like 6 choices in it, and you had to shoot so much video, and mapping it out and making it work is so difficult. And Bandersnatch has dozens and dozens of choices, and it's the amount of work that would have gone into that does my head in. So I actually recommend Bandersnatch. Not for everyone, but I had fun with it. I had fun doing the choose your own adventure stuff. So yeah. All right. Next Harry Potter trivia question. It's purple, which is the dark arts. The dark arts. Okay. The Death Eaters use a pair of vanishing cabinets to gain entry into Hogwarts. One is in Hogwarts, obviously. Where is the other one? That's where that rotten little twerp Draco Malfoy helps them test the vanishing cabinets. And so one's in Hogwarts. Where is the other one? I think Dowie. No, that's not right. It's not Gidrick's Hollow. All right, someone's going to get... Oh! Dirk, I don't think I can give that to you. Your spelling was so bad on that one. Boggs and Barted. It's Borgin and Burks, which Barrett got. Yeah, Megaleech, the good shop in Diagon Alley. I'm going to give that one to Barrett because your spelling was too bad. So Barrett's on the board. 1 to Barrett. 3 to Dirk, 1 to Dowie, 1 to Megaleech, 1 to Barrett. Catherine, you've got to type faster because you clearly know all these answers. You got to type faster though. Okay, let's go for another E. Oh, it's another purple one. So another dark arts question. Okay, on what part of the body this is multiple choice, by the way. So everyone has got, if you don't know it all, you've got a 1 in 3 chance. But if you know it, you can maybe get in faster. So if you know it, even before I read out all 3, go for it. So on what part of the body do Death Eaters display the dark mark? Is it A, their necks, B, their forearms, C, their chests? Where do Death Eaters... Catherine, you got there. It's the forearm. Catherine, you've been right every time, but you were first that time. It is, in fact, the forearm. Death Eaters have the dark mark on the forearm. All right. That's opening it up a little bit. Okay. Let's go. Ooh, this is red? What color is that? This is magical spells and potions. Magical spells and potions. Okay. This is an Hermione question. Jessica, you tried. Everyone had this chance in there. Megaleech, 2 inches off. That's what she said. Okay, this is a Hermione question. What spell does Hermione use to stop the rogue bludger that targets Harry during a Quidditch match against Slytherin? I saw this last night watching the movie. What spell does Hermione use to stop the rogue bludger that targets Harry during a Quidditch match against Slytherin? Nasara, it's not Excalibur, but, you know, I like your spirit. I think this one's posing thing. So she, of course, shouts out, no, Megaleech, it's not Resisto. Wait, am I looking at the right one? Oh, yes. Okay. I am looking at the right one. Catherine, Finite Incantum. Catherine gets in just ahead of Dirk this time. Dirk, your spelling was a bit wacky, but I might have given it to you if no one else got in. But Catherine actually got in first. So that's 2 to Catherine. Breathing down your neck, Dirk. Yes, Barrett, Kit Fisto. Tonight's not Star Wars night. Doesn't that Kit Fisto sounds like a porn star, honestly. I'm enough of a Star Wars nerd to know it's a Star Wars character from the prequels, but sounds like a porn star name to me. Yeah, exactly, Tendai. The gay porn star Kit Fisto. Okay. Okay, that is green. Green is this new category for us: animals and magical creatures. Okay. Oh, it's a Patronus question. Okay. What form does the Patronus take that leads Harry to the lake where he finds the sword of Gryffindor? Okay. What form does the Patronus take that leads Harry to the lake where he finds the sword of Gryffindor? Barrett's in with a deer. Dowie's in with a deer. In fact, Dirk and Megaleech, Stag is wrong. Doe is right. So we play the Trivial Pursuit rules that you've got to say exactly what's on the card. The answer on the card is a doe, which Catherine was the first one to actually get it as a doe. Suddenly, it's even up the front. Doe, a deer, a female deer. Correct. So there's like, wasn't that old Seinfeld episode where George has the shits with someone that they're playing Trivial Pursuit with, and they're talking about what race or seafaring race. I forget what the question is, but the answer is the Moors, Moors, the Moorish people. But there's a typo on the card, so it says the Moops. And so when someone gives the actual right answer and says the Moors, because George has the shits at this person, he goes, I'm sorry, it says the Moops. And the person goes, it's obviously meant to be the Moors. He goes, well, it says on the card, the Moops. 8 years since you watched it. Like I said, I've seen the first 2 just in the last week because Mrs. Angry's been watching them. All right. It's anyone's game. Blue. I don't think we've had a blue one. This is just Hogwarts. This is generically Hogwarts. Frank, do we have deer as an introduced species? Yes. English gentlemen brought deer into Australia because they wanted to hunt them, and some people farm deer now. It'd be very rare to see deer in the wild. They're mostly kept on farms. Don't think you'd really see them in the wild, but some people farm deer here. Not hugely. Yeah, you're right, Megaleech. We have it in the supermarkets. If a supermarket has game meat, they might have deer. Oh, foxes we have in the wild. They're not. The foxes here are nowhere near as common as they are in England. But when you're in the country, you will see foxes. Feral foxes are around a lot. Okay, next question. I shall roll the die. It's yellow. Have we had a yellow question before? This is magical people. This is magical people. This is the first time we've had one of these. Okay. Who was Katie Bell convinced she had to deliver the cursed necklace to? Okay, I remember this bit. Okay, character called Katie Bell was convinced she had to deliver a cursed necklace to whom? Who was the person she had to deliver it to? I think she had been put under a hex to do this. Safa, Ron, no, it wasn't Ron. Dowie, it was Dumbledore. Ooh, Catherine, Megaleech, you just got beaten off. Oh, wow, wow, wow. Even as that came out of my mouth, I thought, no, don't say that. Too late. I said it. It was, in fact, Dumbledore. 2 points to Dowie. We're now doing points. We're in that whole thing of 10 points to Gryffindor. And it's like, Dumbledore just cheats and people let him get away with it. The stuff Dumbledore does to favor Gryffindor is complete bullshit. He is such a cheat and people just let him get away with it. It's outrageous. That's just my... Dumbledore is corrupt. All right. That's right, Dirk. Malfoy puts the spell on that person to try to make them deliver the thing. Okay, next question. We roll the dice. Die. It's a die. It's another yellow one. Magical people. Ooh, it's a question about the Weasleys. So didn't I give Hufflepuff a chance? Okay. Weasley question. Where does Charlie Weasley live when he's studying dragons? This was in the movie I watched just the other night too. They mentioned this. Charlie is studying dragons in which country? You only have to say the country. In which country does Charlie Weasley live when he's studying dragons? Oh, Invisible Chicken. I know. Wow, look at you. I didn't even know you were in the channel. But you're the first one. Way to make yourself known. Romania. Yeah, look, I'm going to give that. Obviously, you meant Romania, even though you slightly... Bo, Mar-a-Lago. I like that as an answer, Bo, that he's at Mar-a-Lago. But no, it was Romania. And Invisible Chicken got in first. Frankie, your pot of knowledge comes through Big Bang Theory. A Gryffindor shagging a Hufflepuff is scandalous. So a lot of people knew Romania. Megaleech, you went out on a limb with Norway, no? Ah, nice, Invisible Chicken, Harry Potter. Well, you're in with a chance now. The leaders are on 3. Dirk and Catherine are on 3. Dowie's on 2. You're on 1, as is Megaleech and Barrett. So it's a tough fight. Anyone's competition. All right, next category is orange. Orange is magical objects. Magical objects. Okay. Okay. The ghosts of which of Harry's loved ones appear when he uses the resurrection stone? Okay. It's 4 people. You've got to get 4 people. I'll give you this. The ghosts of which of Harry's loved ones appear when he uses the resurrection stone? You've got to get all 4 of them, okay? I'm helping you out there. There are 4 people. Got to get all 4 of them. Who's going to get all 4 first? Mum and Dad's only 2 people. Oh, Bo's got 3 out of 4 maybe. Okay, Catherine, you went James, Lily, Sirius, and Remus. And the answer is James and Lily Potter, Sirius Black, Remus Lupin. Oh, Buori, you just got beaten out. You just got beaten out there. And Dowie, you were also on the right track, but a bit slower. Catherine, nicely done. Nicely done. That was tough because you had to come up with 4. So that puts Catherine in the lead. Okay. Let's get dramatic. Okay, let's see. Green. What is green? Green is animals and magic creatures. Okay. Aha. What magical creature do Harry and Draco find dead in the Forbidden Forest? This also happened in the movie I just saw last night. Megaleech, we're not doing half points. We've got to get it completely right. What magical creature do Harry and Draco find dead in the Forbidden Forest? Invisible Chicken in first. Unicorn. Everyone knew that one, though. Look at that. Bam, 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 bam. Everyone's in with Unicorn. Safi, you guessed Warlock. I just like that you're guessing. So, Invisible Chicken hits 2 points. Sorry, there's a thing over here has started making noise, and I'm just going to switch it off. we've got to put a time limit on this because this is just fun. Megaleech, you think you were first? No, dude, you were third on my screen. I can only go, your thing might showing you, well, this is like harsh judgment. Your screen might show you first. Oh, see, Dirk is first on his screen. See, it's what I see that counts. And you have to trust me. You were third on my screen, Megaleech. Okay, so everyone sees themselves first. So you just have to believe me on who I see first. And it was Invisible Chicken who was first. Oh, contentious stuff. Oh, those are magnets, Frank. I'll show you this. A friend did this picture, and Frank colored it. This is the colored version you did, Frank, I think. So, hey, yeah, send me a postcard and I'll send you one of these magnets, okay? My GPO box, it's on my videos. I think it's 4290. But yeah, send me a postcard. Send me a postcard and I'll send you a fridge magnet. This is a huge, I have small ones too. This is a huge one. Dowie, who was second? The ones I saw, it went first Invisible Chicken, second you, Dowie, third Megaleech. Oh, you refreshed Megaleech and then you were third. Bummer, dude. Okay, so contention and what? But we're still going ahead. Okay. Next question. We'll roll for the color. It's yellow, which is magical people. Okay. On whose grave does Hermione see the symbol that Xenophilius Lovegood was wearing on a necklace? This is multiple choice, okay? This is multiple choice, but you might know. On whose grave does Hermione see the symbol that Xenophilius Lovegood was wearing on a necklace? Is it A, James and Lily Potter's, B, Godric Gryffindor's, or C, Ignotus Peveril's? Which of those was it? Was it James and Lily Potter, Godric Gryffindor, or Ignotus Peveril's? It's the grave on which Hermione saw the symbol that Xenophilius Lovegood was wearing on a necklace. Dirk says James Potter. Megaleech says Godric. Invisible Chicken says Lillian James. Catherine says Ignotus Peveril, and that's the correct answer. The correct answer is Ignotus Peveril. Everyone's going for someone else. Catherine's streaking off into the lead now with 5 points. After a slow start, is getting, everyone's saying James and Lily. It wasn't James and Lily. It was Ignotus Peveril. Yes, Tendai. I think it was, this is a friend of mine in America did the original one. She gave me a gun too. And I've got a gun in one hand, a knife in the other. I'm smoking a cigar. I've got a huge scar on my head. There's an AIDSy zombie, and there's a Mistress M cyborg, and I'm looking way more butch than I actually am. And yeah, so an American friend did the original pencil drawing, and Frank colored it. That's Frank's colored version. Okay, so next question. Jessica, you think I could be a character in Grand Theft Auto? I like that idea. I love that game. Green. Green is animals and magical creatures. Okay. Ooh, okay. Here's an interesting one. Aside from the ridiculous charm, what really finishes a boggart? A Bogart. A boggart. A Humphrey Bogart. Aside from the ridiculous charm, what will finish off a boggart? The thing, I think it turns into your worst fear. That's what a boggart does, isn't it? Turns into your worst fear. And how do you get rid of it? Not the ridiculous charm. And then, oh, look, everyone knows. Laughter, 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 laughter. But the first one on my screen was Invisible Chicken. Invisible Chicken up to 3 points. Breathing down your neck, Catherine. Okay. Isn't that your color work, Frank? Because I know you did a color thing. I know. I put up the black and white one. I scanned the black and it was a pencil drawing and I asked people to color it. And I know I got a bunch of versions of it. I thought that was yours. I'll believe you, Frank. But yes, how you get rid of a boggart is by laughing at it. If it's not scaring you, it goes away. Okay. That puts, we've now got Dirk and Invisible Chicken on 3 points. Catherine's in the lead on 5. Dowie's on 2. Megaleech and Barrett are on 1. All right. We're going to come out nearly the first hour. Okay. Yellow. Yellow's Magical People. Ooh, this is an interesting one. This is about the Death Eaters. Okay. This is which Death Eater is kidnapping a hooded Ollivander from Diagon Alley? So Ollivander's the guy who does the wands. He's been kidnapped by a Death Eater. Which Death Eater is kidnapping Ollivander from Diagon Alley? Okay, the answers are coming in. Megaleech is coming with Bellatrix. People are thinking hard. Or maybe Googling it. Maybe cheating and Googling up. Dirk thinks Malfoy's dad. You can tell by the fact I didn't tell you you're right. Neither of those are right. Catherine Greyback. Fenrir Greyback is the correct answer. Who eventually... Is he one of the ones that gets killed when Snape deflects the bolt from McGonagall? There's that really clever thing. McGonagall fires a bolt at Snape because they all think Snape's bad, and he like deflects it like as if he's protecting himself, and it splits in two and kills 2 Death Eaters, which was really clever. But yes, it was the evil werewolf man, Fenrir Greyback. So 1 more to Catherine. Catherine is on a roll now. I don't think you've got one wrong yet, Catherine. It's just that you've been faster 6 times now. But yes, okay, let's keep going. The purple ones. What's purple again? The dark arts. The dark arts. According to Professor Slughorn, okay, this is multiple choice, okay? If you're feeling really bold, you can jump in before I even give the 3 choices, or you can wait till I give the 3 choices. It's up to you. And your answer can't be A, B, C. You actually have to say the thing, okay? So, according to Professor Slughorn, what is the purpose of a Horcrux? Is it A, immortality, B, power, or C, victory? Catherine, you've gone to bed. It's easy to hold the phone. Nice. So, according to Professor Slughorn, what's the purpose of a Horcrux? Is it A, immortality, B, power, or C, victory? Jessica! Jessica is in first. And that's your first points on the board, Jessica. Nicely done. 1 to Jessica. Just behind Megaleech. Immortality. Just behind, but Jessica gets on the board with that one. Immortality is the purpose. Dang it, I could mix myself a drink. I'm just having some lemonade then. It might get harder to read the cards if I do that. Okay. Okay, game night. Orange. Orange, magical objects. Oh, it's another weird. This is another Horcrux question. Okay, but coming at it from a different angle. We're getting 2 Horcrux questions in a row. I suppose Horcruxes are pretty important to the story. Anywho, according to Professor Dumbledore, last one we were Lloyd Slugworth, but this one is Dumbledore. According to Professor Dumbledore, what objects could conceal a Horcrux? Well, this is an interesting one. According to Dumbledore, what objects could conceal a Horcrux? I'll be interested in your answers on this one. No, I haven't got any answers. Megaleech says anything special to the person. Dirk says anything small. Dowie says simple ones. I'm going to go with the answer that is on here, okay? Squirrel, evil personal ones. You can tell, Catherine, important to Voldemort. This is not Voldemort's Horcruxes. This is any Horcrux. What objects can hold a Horcrux? What's the way they phrased it? What kind of objects could conceal a Horcrux? This is interesting because no one's right yet. Everyone's been throwing out answers, but no one's right. You can answer twice. If your first answer is not correct, you can have another go. So there's been half a dozen answers. None of them are right. Dirk, an object that's significant to the caster. Megaleech, things that carry meaning to the maker. Jessica, no, it's not a cloak. No, this could be the first one no one gets the answer to. This is interesting. Safa, wand. No, I like that you're getting up there. Catherine, unobtrusive. Megaleech says anything. Yes, that is the answer. Megaleech gets on to 2 points. The answer is anything, any object, literally any object can conceal a Horcrux. Invisible Chicken, you're actually wrong. Remember, you're saying anything not alive. Harry was a Horcrux. Harry Potter was one of Voldemort's Horcruxes. Harry had to die, but he had the ability to come back as well. But yes, the answer, I thought no one was going to get that. But Megaleech came through. The answer is anything. I think I will make a drink. I probably don't even need any more ice. I put so much ice in there. Just got to decide, what shall I have? Yeah, squirrel. The snake is one too. That's correct. All right. I might make a sort of a sidecar, which is brandy and Cointreau. Dirk, thanks for the spoiler alert. Dude, the movie's been out for 10 years. I'm sorry. You're going to hear stuff if you haven't seen them all. Okay. I'm going to grab brandy and Cointreau to make myself a variation on my favorite cocktail, the sidecar. Okay. So a brief lull in proceedings while I make a beverage to keep me going for the second half of proceedings. All right. This really works, doesn't it? Games night. I don't know if I'll do this every single live stream, but I might because it's fun. And my main thing with these is to have fun. We'll see how we go. You know, little chats, talking about objects of the day, and games night. Dirk, I'm giving some leeway. So, Dowie, you've got to go. Thanks for your participation, buddy. You did get 2 right, and you were the fastest with 2. Well done. All right. All right. Mixy, mixy, mixy. What does it look like on camera? It does look like lemonade, doesn't it? Dirk, you like it when I'm a bit more apolitical, because I'm usually painfully political. That is true. No, Megaleech, Dowie is not allowed to trade off points. Catherine, I'm definitely going to play more games. There's a couple good game shops in the city, and I'm just going to go in and explain what I'm doing and say, give me some interactive games. And we shall do. All right, let's get back into the questions. Squirrel, your cat sat on the keyboard. Okay, it's orange again, which is magical objects. Okay, oh, that's an interesting one. What headline does Harry read in a newspaper on the night bus? You think 3-word headline with an exclamation mark. So you got to get all 3 words. What headline does Harry read on a newspaper on the night bus? 3 words, exclamation mark at the end. It's a big plot point, obviously. Dowie, you reckon you would have given the points for the Kit Fisto answer? Dirk, it is. I could do Jackbox. There is that. Fiore, no, it's not Sirius Black Escaped. No, it's not Sirius Black Escapes, but it is 3 words. Who's going to get this going? And I'm actually going to throw out a clue. Fiore and Catherine have the story right, but they have the headline wrong. So it's not asking what's the story about. It's the 3-word headline. Squirrel, boy wizard arrested. I like it. Not the right answer, but I like it. Okay, who's going to be first again? This is another one that people aren't getting straight away. I like this. It's the tension. You can come back after one and not the other. Of course, I don't know. Someone it would spoil the fun if you were looking it up on Google. I obviously can't control you. Oh no, Catherine, still not quite right. Again, that is the right story. It's about Sirius Black escaping from Azkaban, but I need the 3 words. Who's gonna get it? Turk's gone for Black Escapes Azkaban as well. Yeah, there we go. That's not it. That's not it. It sounds really racist when you just write that down. Black Escapes Azkaban. It sounds. I mean, the wizards were really racist. Well, although their racism wasn't about skin color, it was about bloodlines. Whether you're a pure blood or a mud blood. Visible chicken. I like that lateral thinking. Sirius Black free. That's not the thing. Wow. Now is this going to be the first one no one gets? I was thinking, like I said, because Mrs. Angry's been watching it, and you watch it, and the Death Eaters are so obvious. Like Lucius Malfoy it's so obvious what he's up to, and I found myself thinking, how did someone not just stop them? How does someone not just stop them when it's so obvious what the dark magicians are doing? Working to get what do you call it, Voldemort back. Why don't they just throw them all in Azkaban? And I thought, oh no, wait, in our world, we're letting Nazis roam the street. We're letting Nazis have rallies and kill people, in fact. So it's actually plausible that they don't take extreme action against the obvious dark wizards because we're not doing anything to the Nazis. Fiore escaped from Azkaban, which I suspect you looked up, but after this much time, that's excusable. Dirk, I can't help getting political. It's just who I am. Now, Fiore has it. First points on the board for Fiore. The 3-word headline is Escape from Azkaban? I like that guess, Megaleech. Sirius Black sighted. Musical area. Bury might be book correct. You're thinking the movie might be different. Bury is card correct. The card says escape from Azkaban. So following the Moops rule, yeah. All right. Next question is a green one, which is animals and magical creatures. This is an interesting one. What does Fawkes do? F-A-W-K-E-S. What does Fawkes do the first time Harry meets him in Dumbledore's office? I'm sure someone's going to get this straight away. Ooh, Tendai, I like that idea. An Escape from New York style movie set in the Wizarding World. Dirk is actually right. Burns. Bursts into flames. Doesn't really explode. He burns. Fawkes is a... oh my God, my brain just stopped working. The phoenix. Fawkes is a phoenix. Dirk, are you talking yourself out of points here? The card says burst into flames. Catherine was the first to write burst into flames. Oh my God. Why are you talking yourself out of points, Dirk? Benjamin, did I get a Hogwarts myself? Not quite, no. He's a flaming... Bury, I like that. He's a flaming chicken. Yes. Flappy dogs. Bury. Aidsy sees flappy dogs. Okay, Dirk's just talked himself out of points. That means another point to Catherine. Catherine was the first one to write bursts into flames, just ahead of Invisible Chicken. Oh, you're a noble individual, Dirk. I admire that. Catherine's the clear leader at the moment with 7. Oh, dude, Benjamin, you've been following me since 2010. Thank you very much. I greatly appreciate that. I appreciate when someone discovers me and appreciate when someone sticks around. All right, go for the next question. It's an orange one again, magical objects. Okay. Ooh, this is interesting. Who has bequeathed gifts to Ron, Harry, and Hermione that the Minister for Magic personally delivers? So there is a person who has bequeathed gifts to our protagonists, Ron, Harry, and Hermione, but they're specifically delivered by the Minister of Magic. Okay. Bumbledore. I want to give that to Megaleech for the humorous naming. Yeah, everyone's jumped in with Dumbledore. I'm going to give that to Megaleech for coming up with the humorous naming. He was also first, but for the humorous naming for Bumbledore. It was, in fact, Albus Dumbledore. I like it, Safi. You're just throwing out the guesses. Ron's dad. That's a good one. There's some good ones. Musical Aviator, Stumblemore, Gumblefloor, Flumblegore. Okay. Yeah, that puts you on 3 points, Megaleech. That's equal second. We've got Dirk, Megaleech, and Invisible Chicken on 3, but Catherine's edging ahead with 7. It's a green question. Animals and magical creatures again. Okay, it's another Harry, Ron, Hermione question. Not surprising, they're the protagonists. Okay, who did Harry, Ron, and Hermione catch spying on them in number 12 Grimwald Place? I like that. Squirrel, Dumbledore. That's a good one. So yes, who is spying on Harry, Ron, and Hermione in number 12 Grimwald Place? Someone who likes the old days. Megaleech, creature, slight spelling error, but I'm going to give it to you, Megaleech. You had 2 goes at spelling it, just ahead of invisible chicken. Yes, everyone's jumping in now. It's creature, which is the gremlin or whatever the heck. Now, I'm not going to be that harsh about the spelling. Megaleech obviously knew it's a Benjamin. I just throw it into a snake. It was snake. It was creature. I'm giving that to Megaleech. 4 points to Megaleech. In second place now. Dun, dun, dun. Megaleech is on a roll, 2 in a row. Let's see what happens next. Go for another one. Okay, this is a yellow one. Yellow's magical people. Okay. This is an interesting one. Who escorts the real Harry Potter during his escape from Privet Drive? Because a bunch of people disguise themselves as Harry because the Death Eaters are after them all. But obviously only one person escorts the real Harry Potter when he escapes from Privet Drive. So who is it? Of all different people escort fake Harrys, and obviously only one person escorts the real Harry in the attempted escape from Privet Drive. Who is it? Megaleech has jumped in with Mad Eye. Who's going to jump in? Catherine. Oh, just ahead of Benjamin and Jessica as Hagrid. Catherine gets in first with the correct answer. Hagrid on his motorcycle escorts the real Harry. A couple people get killed in that, don't they? Harry's owl gets killed, and a couple of the diversions get killed, if I remember rightly. I haven't seen that one for a little while, but yeah. So it was Hagrid. All right. Next one's a green one, which is animals and magical creatures. What are you doing? Okay. Ooh, it's another thing about someone dying. Who dies during the escape from Malfoy Manor? That's right, Catherine. Mad Eye gets killed in that thing. This is someone else dying. Who dies in the escape from Malfoy Manor? Squirrel, you're not the only one who's still mad at JK for killing Hedwig. But yes, this one was a bit of a tearjerker as well. Who died? Megaleech! In with the Dobby. Yes, that's Dobby's big death scene. Just ahead of Invisible Chicken and Squirrel. Yes, everyone knows that as Dobby. But Megaleech got the points again, so Megaleech, 5 points. Whoa, is this late charge? Is this late charge going to be the thing? Catherine's on 8, Megaleech is on 5, Dirk's on 3, Chicken's on 3. Okay, it's getting exciting. It's getting exciting. I don't know how long I'm going to keep doing this, but it's very exciting. Okay, well, that's a pinky purple color, which is magical objects. I think these fucking colors don't match up. I'm just throwing it out there. This is magical spells and potions. This is magic. I haven't had one of these for a while. Magical spells and potions. Okay. What? I don't know this answer. Sorry, what's that, Frank? Anyone with a sandwich toaster? Recommend brown toast, mature cheddar, Indian hot chili sauce, Spanish salami with peppered rim. Wow. Thank you for that culinary diversion, Frank. I'm sure there'd be some people who'd really like that. And a sandwich toaster, do brown toast, mature cheddar, Indian hot chili sauce, Spanish salami with peppered rim. My specialty on sandwich presses is buttering the outside of the sandwich and sprinkling Parmesan on the outside. So the outside of the sandwich has a Parmesan crust. Put that in the sandwich press and that browns and goes crispy. Oh man, that's fantastic. Parmesan crust on your toasted sandwich. Do it. Okay, our next question. I don't even know who these people are, but anyway, what type of spell does Hermione cast on Harry when they're caught by snatchers? I don't even know what snatchers are. This one, I had no idea of this one. Okay, what spell does Hermione cast on Harry when they're caught? There's a plane going overhead. I don't know if you can hear it. It's quite uncommon for a plane to go over my house. Megaleech says obfuscate. not correct. But, you know, good on you for getting in first. To spell Hermione casts on Harry when they're caught by snatchers. Snatchers, not caught by Turk pseudo. You're a programmer. Catherine and Gorgio, no, it's not that. Screwfacius Maximus, it's not that. If someone doesn't get it soon, I might give a hint, but I'll let people make a few more goes at it. What spell does Hermione cast on Harry when they're caught by snatchers? And I don't know when this happens. Is this in the Ministry of Magic in one of the later ones? I don't know this bit at all. I don't know what snatchers are. Sounds like when they're in the Ministry of Magic. Safa Excalibur. Nice try. I like that. Oh, Catherine, Stinging Jinx. Catherine's in with the correct answer. The correct answer is Stinging Jinx. Squirrel, hit him with the ugly stick. Megaleech, you are correct, but slightly too late with Stinging Jinx. Is there an ugly stick? I remember a comedian doing this act. Oh, God, I'm trying to remember. There was a whole troupe of them that did acts, and then the troupe split up there. But this guy had this great song called "I Got Hit with the Ugly Stick," and he talks about he's with his friends. His friends were, let's just go, some quite ugly celebrities, and so you thought the joke was he's with them because they all got hit with the ugly stick. And I forget who it actually was, but he said, "I got hit with the ugly stick," and blah, blah, blah. And then the person with the ugly stick took a swing. Jessica, got to go. Thank you for joining in with the games. I'm definitely going to do more games in future live streams. But yeah, he does this thing where he got hit by the ugly stick, and then the person with the ugly stick takes a swing at this celebrity who's quite ugly, but the celebrity ducks and he gets hit again. And there's just this, the chorus was so simple. He gets the audience to join in and goes, "I got hit with the ugly stick. I got hit with the ugly stick. Geez, it hurt." Oh God, I can't remember. Squirrel Comedy. It was a comedy group that had Maynard F. Sharp Crabs was in it. This was like 90s, 80s and 90s. So you have to be my age. I can't remember the name of the comedy troupe. If someone's on Google, Google Maynard F. Sharp Crabs and find out what comedy troupe he was in. That's who I'm thinking of. I saw them a bunch of times in the 80s. The Castanet Club. Thanks, buddy. Yes, I actually kind of knew you'd know. It was the Castanet Club, and it was one of the guys from the Castanet Club had this act where he played this bogan, basically, and he had some really funny songs. Yes, I saw the Castanet Club a few times back in the day. Yes, there's a few interesting people there. Frankie, we do not want to encourage AZ to invent his own games. That way lies madness. Okay, the weird pinky purple color, which is magical spells and potions. Okay. Ooh. Okay, this is a multiple choice question. Okay. So, again, here we go. Multiple choice question. Which spells are cast by the Hogwarts professors to create a protective shield around Hogwarts? Is it A, Arresto Memento, Bombarda Maxica Confundo, or B, Protego Maxima, Fianti Duri, Repello Inimicum, or C, Immobilis Defendo Hominum Revelio? Now, who's going to get that? Was it the spells to protect Hogwarts? Was it A, Arresto Memento, Bombardio Maxica Confundo, B, Protego Maxima, Fianto Duri, Repello Inimicum, C, Immobilis Defendo Hominio Revelio? Yeah, okay. few people have said B. Protego Maximum. Let me and Protego Maximum is in B. Honestly, Invisible Chicken, you went to the trouble to say one. If that's right, I'm going to give it to you. Yeah, it was B, but Invisible Chicken was the first one to bother to write a whole spell out. Mega Leech also wrote their own, as did Biori. I'm going to give the points to Invisible Chicken. If no one had got it, I was going to say, fuck it, just say ABC, because that's too complicated. I'm giving those, that's a judge's decision. I'm giving those points to Invisible Chicken. No correspondence will be entered into. I am a tyrannical dictator, and what I say goes. Okay. That gives Chicken 4 points, just behind Mega Leech on 5 and Catherine's on 9. I'm not going to say Catherine's unbeatable, but Catherine is way out in front. Okay, a purple one. That's the Dark Arts. Mega Leech, don't hassle the judge. Do not hassle the judge. Terrible things will happen to you. What's another Slughorn question? Ah, I know this bit. Who laces Professor Slughorn's mead with poison in the hopes of reaching Dumbledore? Who poisons Slughorn's mead in the hopes of poisoning Dumbledore? Dirk, am I a Tsar or a Führer? I am a despot. That's what I am. I'm a despot. Benjamin's jumped in with Snape. Who poisoned Slughorn's mead in the hope of reaching Dumbledore? Dirk's jumped in with Malfoy, and that's the correct answer. Draco Malfoy. Squirrel, you jumped in there as well. That's, yeah, Eric, everyone knows Malfoy now. But first off the rank on my book was Dirk. Dirk heads to 4 points with Malfoy. So is that, Frankie, dig the Parmesan crust? Not sure if you let it solidify. I do let it solidify. I let it be a hard crust. I tell you what I do with sandwich presses when I'm doing that. I put some kitchen paper in there, whatever you want to call it, baking paper or whatever, so it doesn't get all over the sandwich press. I actually put the baking paper in there and then put the sandwich on that, and that way the sandwich press doesn't get dirty, and your sandwich doesn't get crap from the sandwich toaster on it. That's a little tip from me. Put some baking paper on your sandwich press. Safi, you were very close. You were very close. You had the right answer, and you were very close. You had the right answer. Let's go one more. What have we got here? It's a yellow one. Yellow's magical people. Okay. Ooh. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Which old school friend published an obituary about Dumbledore? You have to get both names. This is a really obscure one. This is a really obscure one. Okay, because I no way I would have got this. Which old school friend published an obituary about Dumbledore? This is really obscure. Okay, I think it's obscure. Maybe there's some hardcore Harry Potter fans here who don't think it's obscure, but I'm going to see who gets it. I have no idea who this character is. But it's an old school friend of Dumbledore's who publishes an obituary for Dumbledore. Mega Leech. What? Goddamn. Elfire's Doge. Dirk, I love that answer. I don't know what it is. Padford and Prongs. Catherine, you're a bit behind Mega Leech. Mega Leech hits 6 points with Elpheus Doge. Skrill, I like that answer too. Rose Murta. Don't know who that is, but I like it. I like it. Mega Leech actually gets the points on that one. Elphias Doge. Doge? Doge? I don't know which way you pronounce that. Let's not get into the whole GIF thing. We'll let that go. Benjamin, you're right. Just a little bit behind the other people. Okay, next question is another yellow one. Magical people. Okay. Ooh, this is an interesting one. Okay. Which Hogwarts student does Ariana Dumbledore bring to Harry, Ron, and Hermione through her portrait? So Ariana Dumbledore, I assume, is either is like an ancestor of Albus Dumbledore, and through her portrait, she brings a student to Harry, Ron, and Hermione. Which Hogwarts student is it? Musical aviator, you just want a corgi dog. Dirk, fat boy. That's not accurate enough. Invisible Chicken went Ginny, which is incorrect. Catherine was the first one to get Neville toy. Dirk, you're right. He may have been fat boy, but he turned into a sexy underwear model in real life. He's unbelievably hunky in real life, considering what a fat little nerd he was when he started in Harry Potter. In the movies, of course, I'm talking, but it's Neville. Catherine hits 10 points with being the first to get Neville. Squirrel just behind. Safa, thanks for dropping by. This is fun. This is just going to be games night. This is just going to be games night from now on. Games are so much. Why wasn't I doing this sooner? Like I tried a couple times with this 20 questions and I looked for ages to find, but this is kind of shit. The flying saucer one I used to have was better somehow, but it doesn't work anymore. And I'm disappointed in this, but this is fun. The trivia is fun. We're definitely going to have Star Wars trivia, and I'm going to see what else I can find. Megaleech, so long as Neville doesn't speak, you think he doesn't have a good speaking voice? I'm not sure on that, actually. Anyway, let's have another question. Purple. Purple is the dark arts. The dark arts. Look, low res, that's the answers, but you can't see it. Okay, during his conversation with Tom Riddle about making Horcruxes, what number horrifies Professor Slughorn? That's a good one. During his conversation with Tom Riddle about making Horcruxes, what number terrifies Professor Slughorn? Megaleech, you're just hitting numbers. Oh, that sucks for you, Megaleech. You went 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and before you hit 7, Invisible Chicken hit 7, and the answer is 7. And Squirrel and Dirk also knew it was 7. Oh, so that's another one for Invisible Chicken. Hits 5 points. 5 points to Invisible Chicken in third place. 69, dude. I like that as an answer, Benjamin. Okay. Rocking and a rolling. Anything could actually, I'm saying anything could happen. Someone would have to have a really good run to catch Catherine, quite honestly, on 10 points. But anything could happen. Orange is magical objects. Oh, Megaleech, you got cut off. You were spamming it. Oh, that's cruel. That is so cruel. That is so cruel. Oh, the system cut you off. Dude, that's the hand of God making a judgment. Who am I to argue with that, honestly? You were up to 9. Well, I hope you learned from that, young man. I hope you learned from that. Probably won't be any of the answers like this. Anyway, what are we doing? Got to roll the die. Die. Die, die, die. Purple. Oh, another Tom Riddle question. Squirrel, you were lagging. You were not far. You were just behind, Squirrel, honestly. Okay, another Tom Riddle question. Where does Tom Riddle say he first encounters the term Horcrux? Tom and his Horcruxes. And you have to be a little bit precise on this one. So it's a slightly long answer on the card. You don't have to get it word for word, but there's a precise bit you've got to get. Where does Tom Riddle say he first encounters the term Horcrux? When he's sucking up to Professor Slughorn. And Slughorn likes it. Oh, Megaleech, that is exactly right. The restricted book section in the library. Squirrel in just behind with the dark section. It's called the restricted section. And that puts Megaleech on 7. And oh, the excitement mounts. The excitement mounts. Megaleech is on 7 points. Catherine's on 10. Chicken's on 5. Dirk's on 4. Okay. Oh, it's all happening. It's the time. Still got half an hour to go. I'm so excited. I'll keep doing this all night. This is wild. This is so much fun. Okay, yellow. Yellow is magical people. Magical people. Oh, here's one I don't know the answer to. I'll be interested if any of you know this one. Where did the Dumbledore family live when Albus was a boy? Yeah, a very well-known principal of Hogwarts. Where did his family live when he was a boy? Interested in who gets this, because I had no idea. I don't know if this is in the movies or only in the books. This is not something I knew. But where did Dumbledore's family live when he were a lad? When he were young Dumbledore? Dirk, you can still come back. Dirk's gone for East London. Not quite. Not quite. Maybe this place is in East London, but the answer isn't East London. Megaleech mold on the wall. I like that. It isn't correct, but I like it. Catherine's in with Godric's Hollow. If no one got it in a hurry, I was going to point out, not a real place. East London is a real place. Mold on the Wold sounds like a Wizarding World place, but the correct answer is Godric's Hollow. And Catherine extends her lead out to 11 points with that answer. I tell you what, you lot are really lucky Catherine was slow for the first couple, because she was right every question. If she'd been fast, she'd be another 5 points further in front. So you're lucky she was off to a slow start, or she'd be slaughtering all of you. Okay, the next question is a blue question. Oh, Squirrel, of course it's Godric's Hollow. I didn't know that one. Okay, what's blue? Hogwarts. That's just generic Hogwarts. Okay, the blue question is, what is the name of the group of students that practice defense against the dark arts under Harry's guidance? Yes, so that's the name they give themselves. Harry realizes they're up shit creek, organizes a group of students to organize their own defense against the dark arts. What name do they give themselves? Squirrel's in first! Squirrel's in first with Dumbledore's army. Well, that's your first. Sorry. Oh, no, wait. Yes, no, Squirrel's in first. Everyone else got it right as well. But first on my screen was Squirrel. First points on the board. Congratulations. Dumbledore's army. Everyone knows that one. But Squirrel Comedy was the first. Nice. Okay. Let's... I like that, Dick. Oh, as if Catherine's not beating the hell out of her. Look, Catherine is oh my God, I dropped die. Catherine's theoretically catchable. She wouldn't be if she was another 5 points in front. That would have her like 10 clear of anyone. This is for future reference. If I do Harry Potter trivia, Catherine's going to kill you all. Metaphorically speaking, she's not a Death Eater, as far as I know. Purple. Purple is the dark arts. Talking about Death Eaters, the dark arts. Ooh, here's a good one. We're back on Horcrux questions. Who destroys the Locket Horcrux? Yes, of all the Horcruxes, one of them is a locket. Who destroys it? And as a side community service announcement, Frank's shared with us. What the fuck is AB, Megaleech? Frank has shared with us that if you have a job where you have to pick up stuff that might have bacteria or mites, people like rashes can be killed off by using antibac, aloe vera hand washes and ointment. Okay, so there was a lot of weird guesses, and then Dirk threw Ron in. And the correct answer was, in fact, Ron Weasley. Then a few people got it. But first cab off the rank, Dirk hits 5 points with Ron Weasley. Ab. Whose initials are they, Megaleech? Ab, an ARB, an RGB, a BG. No. Ron Weasley was the person who killed it. Crushed it. Whatever. You're all confusing me. Stop confusing me. I'm very easily confused. Go for the next category. It's another purple one. Another dark arts one. Ooh, this is an interesting one. Who kills Nagini? Nagini's the big snake. Who kills Nagini? It's a fairly sexy moment too. I haven't read the books. I've only watched the movies. And the moment of killing Nagini, the big snake, is pretty fucking cool, honestly. And Squirrel's in first with Neville. Yes, it's pretty cool. He pulls the sword out of the sorting hat. Neville's just a complete badass. Yes, everyone eventually got it. It's Neville. But the first one on the screen is Squirrel Comedy. Yep, you might be a late bloomer, Squirrel Comedy. But that's 2 on the board for you now. So I don't think I'm going to be on long enough for you to catch up to Catherine. But yeah, Dirk, he's not fat boy by that time. He's pretty hunky by those final movies. He got even hunkier after the movies. That's it. That's the Cluedo version of it, musical air there. Neville Longbottom in the courtyard with the sword. I like that. That is a nice way to do it. Frank, I'm with you. People having acronyms for everything is off-putting. Next question is a blue one, which is Hogwarts. Generically, just Hogwarts. Okay. This is about this inter-school thing. Okay. The Wizard's Cup? I think that's what it's called. Yes, you're right, Dirk. The actor who played Neville Longbottom won the puberty lottery. Okay, but this one is about the schools at the Wizard's Cup. Okay, the students from Beauxbaton's Academy arrive at Hogwarts flying in a carriage pulled by what? Students of Beauxbaton, I'm assuming I'm pronouncing that right. Beauxbatons. Beauxbaton's Academy. They arrive at Hogwarts flying in a carriage pulled by what? Megalitch, you're just like throwing things out there. Ship, Thrashels. Invisible Chicken got the complete answer. Flying horses. Catherine said horses, but the answer on the card is flying horses. I'm going to have to give that to Invisible Chicken. Put you on 6 points. 6 points. That's got you in 3rd place. 6 points for flying horses. Thestrals. Are they called Thestrals? That's see. This is potentially a moops moment. You may be right. They may be called Thestrals, but the card says flying horses. So, Megaleech, you can curse the unfairness of the cards, maybe, but the card says flying horses. So I'm going to go with that. I'm going to roll the die again for the next one. It's an orange one, which is magical objects. Okay. Okay. You're going to get pretty goddamn close for this one, if not exact. I think you have to get exactly right for this one, actually. So, Frank, yeah, you've got the same time of brain wiring as Aidsy. He's a little bit dyslexic, and you've got to obsessively spell things out properly. Get mad if you make typos. Oh, invisible chicken. You're right. Thestrals are the invisible things that pull the Hogwarts carries. And Pegasuses have wings. Music over, and these are just horses that can fly. Fair. Okay. Dirk, you're in the close enough thing. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that as well. I am a little bit obsessive with spelling and grammar. I'm a little bit of a pedant with spelling and grammar. And that reflects my high school English teacher, she would just fucking drill stuff into you. Mrs. Dorman, she was harsh. Anyway, so we're going for an orange question. And you need to get this exactly right. What must one say to reveal the contents of the Marauders map? This is slightly long. You've got to get it right, okay? First person to get it completely right. What must you say to reveal the contents of the Marauders map? Closing it is easier. Closing it, it's only 2 words, but making it work, bam, Megaleech is in there. Megaleech is in there. I solemnly swear I am up to no good. Yes. Yes. Everyone knows it. But Megaleech got in first. Puts Megaleech on 8 points. Catherine's on 11. Dude, you could do it. You could do it. I'm gonna keep the tension going. I'm gonna keep going for a while. Yeah, Mischief Man just closes it. Right. Okay. Let's see what happens. Orange again. Magical objects again. Okay. Ooh, this is funny because you stand a fair chance of getting this right by guessing, and I won't hold it against you. So get ready to be really fast when I tell you this one, because there's a fair chance of getting it right by guessing. Do all the Triwizard Tournament champions collect their golden eggs? That's obviously a yes/no question. Do all the Triwizard Tournament champions collect their golden eggs? This is where I guess is as good as knowing it. Do all the Triwizard Tournament champions collect their golden eggs? Yes or no? Megaleech is in first again, and the correct answer is yes. Oh, nicely done, Megaleech. Yes, then no. The correct answer is yes. Lucky you put it in that way. That put you on 9 points. Catherine's on 11. Oh, geez, the tension is rising. The tension is rising. Timothy asking if I played God of War. I haven't got back to it. I started God of War ages ago and haven't got back to it. But then I did start Yakuza 0 and then not go back to it. And then I went back to it and really enjoyed it. So I need to go back to God of War, I think. I really want to get Red Dead Redemption 2. But I feel like I should do, because God of War was like Game of the Year. I feel like I should finish God of War before I get another game. We'll see. We'll see how well behaved I am. All right, tension fucking rises as far as I go. Yes, Timothy, boy, dad of boy. I do love that people call it dad of boy. Okay, a blue question. Blue is Hogwarts. Okay. Who do first-year students travel? Oh, sorry, not who. How? How? Dirk, you're making some food. That's okay. Make some food, buddy. Okay. How do first-year students travel from Hogsmeade Station to Hogwarts Castle? That's a good one. How do first-year students travel from Hogsmeade Station to Hogwarts? I thought Hogwarts was wrong for a second there. Catherine! Oh, you just beat Megaleech. Just beat Megaleech. That might be a deciding point. Who knows? Catherine under 12 points. Boats is the answer. Boats is the answer. And Catherine just got in ahead of Megaleech. Oh, tension. What do we got? About 10 more minutes to go. I was really intending to do this for the whole stream, but this is so much fun. I'm just doing it. I think if anyone's watching this back, it's very late for me to say this, but if anyone's watching this back, as some people do, they should test themselves against the responses if they can come up with the answer before the responses do. Okay, purple. Purple is the dark arts. The dark arts. Music AV, right. It is odd. The first years go on boat, but the later years go on the thestral carriage. And that's why the question specifies first years, of course, because it's different for everyone else. Okay, this question is the dark arts. Unsurprisingly, involves Voldemort. So, who does Voldemort order to kill Snape? Who does Voldemort order to kill Snape? Again, people who know the books or movies will know doesn't work. But anyway, who does Voldemort order to kill Snape? Mega Leach says Malroy and instantly corrects it to Malfoy. Invisible Chicken gets it right. It's Nagini. It's Nagini. 7 points to Invisible Chicken. First one to get right. It's not Draco. It's not Malfoy. It is Nagini, the snake. So it obviously doesn't work because ultimately I drop the die again. Ultimately, he kills Snape himself. He shall not be named kills Snape. So, Frank, this is I know you hated text speak when it was using SMS. Yes. If you're obsessive about spelling, things like text speak would annoy you, definitely. All right, let's do another question. This is a green question. Green is animals and magical creatures. The answer to this question is not Jews, okay? What creatures work at Gringotts Bank? A lot of people have said the representation of the creatures who work at Gringotts Bank is an anti-Semitic trope. Weird little money-grubbing, big-nosed creatures. Megaleech is in first with goblins. And that's 10 points for you, Megaleech. Double figures. Nicely done, my friend. Are people being too pedantic with that? I know there is a lot of people who think that JK is indulging in anti-Semitic tropes by having the bankers being big-nosed, weird little creatures. I don't know. But goblins is, in fact, the correct answer. Okay, let's keep going. It's very exciting. Purple. Catherine's on 12 points. Megaleech is on 10. It's very close. Next is Chicken on 7 and Dirk, who's eating food, on 5. So he's out. Okay, purple question. The dark arts. After Professor Dumbledore is cursed by Marvolo Gaunt's ring, how long does Professor Snape tell him he will live? That's interesting. So Professor Dumbledore is cursed by Marvolo Gaunt's ring. How long does Snape tell him he has to live? Hey, Petty Wallaby, hello. We're having a Squirrel's in first. Squirrel's in first with 1 year. 1 year. Nicely done. 3 points for Squirrel Comedy. Okay, it's very exciting, Petty Wallaby. We've been doing this for like an hour and a half. We've been going hard with the Harry Potter trivia. Not far from the end. Catherine is winning with 12 points, but Megaleech is on 10. He's the only one within striking distance. Invisible Chicken's on 7. But we've only got a little bit longer to go. Frank, I tend to agree with you that JK is not really being anti-Semitic with the goblins thing, but some people think it's a bit lazy. But anyway, all right, green. Green is animals and magical creatures. Let's go. What type of creature does Professor Quirrell tell everyone is loose in the dungeons of Hogwarts Castle? So Quirrell runs in going, "Oh, in the dungeons." What does he say is in the dungeons? He's right about the creature, but he's lying about where it is. So what is the creature? Abigail! Hello, Abigail. You're piping up with the correct answer. Abigail gets in first. Sorry, Megaleech and everyone else who also knew it. Did you just join, Abigail? You've come in with the correct answer. You're the first one on my screen to say troll. Troll in the dungeon. Troll in the dungeon. Which, of course, Harry, Hermione, and Ron have to deal with in the end. All right. All right. Hey, Cliff Jumper, how you going, buddy? Abigail, you joined and jumped right in with a correct answer. Who knows? You might have won if you'd been here earlier. Blue, Hogwarts. Generally, just Hogwarts. Okay. Ooh, okay, I reckon someone will get this. Who gate crashes Slughorn's Christmas party? Yes, music available. When there's a troll in the YouTube chat, we ban them rather than burn them. Okay, so who gate crashes Slughorn's Christmas party? People are going to know. I know this one. People are going to know this one. I've had people jump in with Ron. Megaleech and Cliff Jumper jumped in with Ron. Squirrel jumped in with John. But Catherine, I'll forgive the slight typo. Catherine Malfoy. It's Malfoy. Draco Malfoy is, in fact, the one who gate crashes. Invisible Chicken and Petit Wallaby. Yeah, now everyone's getting Malfoy. Yes, but Catherine got in first with Malfoy. Okay. She's going to wind up soon, I think. We'll see what happens. Okay, purple. Dark arts. Which siblings does Professor Snape put in charge of discipline at Hogwarts, which then carry it out with extreme severity? You just need their surname. They're siblings. Snape puts them in charge of discipline, and they carry it out with extreme severity. I did not know this one. I'll be intrigued as to who does know. Snape puts them in charge of discipline. Catherine, again, you're in there. You're securing your lead. It's the Carrows. Yes, Squirrel knew it as well. But Catherine got in first with the Carrows. Okay. I'm going to finish in a minute, I think. I think we're going to win it. But I'm going to go orange. Okay. Orange is magical objects. Ooh, here's an interesting one. Together, what do the Deathly Hallows make one master of? As an aside, Frank making a good point. Yeah, it's lots of speeches being bigoted, homophobic, misogynistic, whatnot. I think if you can't have a conversation about words used, that's a proper thing. And Abigail has jumped in with death. Geez, Abigail, if you'd gotten earlier, you might have been a winner. That's your second correct answer, winning answer. Okay. I reckon I'm going to make this the last question because it's like 5 to 12. We'll see. Okay. That's the weird pinky color. These colors are shit. The colors on the die are not the same as the colors on the card. But this is the weird pinky color, which is magical spells and potions. So, this is interesting. What spell is used to create water, which Harry attempts to use in the Horcrux cave? And this is a weirdly spelled one. Megaleech, aqua is not close enough. Everyone's going for aqua. Close enough. Agua. Agua with a G. Is it? But I reckon that's the closest. And Catherine, look, that's 15 points. That's a clear winner. I'm going to declare at that point the clear winner, the time. Alexander, hello. Aguamenti, yes, that is the answer. That is, in fact, the answer. Abigail, you think it's create water as a first level cleric spell? I'm going to declare the clear winner of Harry Potter trivia tonight is Catherine. Stunning work, stunning work. And as I said before, you're all lucky she was slightly slow off the mark because she was right almost every time. But for the first 5 or 6 questions, someone else was faster. If she'd have been faster for those 5 or 6 questions, she would have smashed. Mega Leech, you did well. You challenged quite well, Mega Leech. But Catherine came through in the end to be our Harry Potter champion. Congratulations. So I think we all agree games are fun, right? I'm going to do much more interact. Okay, final scores. Catherine was 15 points, clear winner. Mega Leech, second place, 10 points. Invisible Chicken had 7 points. Dirk, who had to duck out to get some food, had 5 points. Squirrel Comedy, 3 points. Abigail, a very late starter, creditable 2 points. Creditable 2 points. Dowie, who left earlier, also had 2 points. And Barrett, Jessica, and Biori all had 1 point. That was fun. That was a lot of fun. Turkey thinks strong start, slow finish is the story of your life. Oh, damn, Catherine, you think you were slow because you're on the phone. If you get a laptop, you'll kill it. Okay. Definitely going to have more interactive games. I got to work out where the fuck my Star Wars Trivial Pursuit is. That's, of course, that's just the original trilogy and the prequels. Doesn't have the more recent movies in it. Oh, Abigail, Star Trek trivia. Look, Abigail, I'm going to go into a game shop and explain to them what I'm doing. I'm playing online stuff to people and find some interactive games, whether they're trivia games, card games, or something else. I'm going to go into a game shop and see what they can come up with, because I think we'll agree. Normally I like to talk and rant a bit. Sebastian, hey, how you doing? You caught me just as I'm saying goodnight. I'm glad that you caught me. Yeah, old school Star Wars is my forte. That's my favorite. It's my Star Wars Trivial Pursuit game must be around here somewhere. It's got heaps of questions. I'd find them. Catherine, it does not include non-canon expanded Star Wars universe. Trivial Pursuit includes the original trilogy and the prequels. Oh no, Frankie, we are not doing AIDSy trivia. That's awful. Sebastian, we just finished Harry Potter trivia and we had a lot of fun. I'm literally because this was fun. I'm just going to go into a game shop and say I want some interactive games and see what they come. You know, trivia is good. Even just general trivia is good. Like just general Trivial Pursuit is good. But I'll see what they come up with. I like to go for a walk at lunchtime at work, and there are a couple of good game shops in the city. So I'll just go in and say, hey, okay, fix me up, bro. I need an interactive game. And we'll see what they come up with, whether it's another trivia game or whether it is something else. We'll see what we come up with, because this was definitely a winner. It was a lot of fun. God, Sebastian, Warcraft Trivial Pursuit is super nerdy, my friend. I don't think I'll go for anything as obscure as Warcraft Trivial Pursuit, but I'll see what I can find. I'll see what interactive games I can find, and we will take it from Turkey found Trivial Pursuit from 1980s. There was a joke I've seen. It was like a Tumblr meme. Someone like an older Trivial Pursuit question, and they say, "I've never been as angry as I am at this question," because it says, "Which actor has never played Batman?" And it has like George Clooney. It basically has the old Batmans, George Clooney and whoever the fuck is in the other ones, Michael Keaton and other dude. And then it has Ben Affleck, because at the time the thing was printed, Ben Affleck had never been Batman, but of course he has since it was printed. But yeah, it's funny. Tendai Terminator for sure. I reckon I could probably go Star Wars, Abigail, Star Trek, or Lord of the Rings. I'm down with any of them, but Warcraft might be a bit. That's it, Val Kilmer. Thanks, Frank. My brain just totally blanked on Val Kilmer's name. But yes, okay. I think we all agree games are fun. We'll do a bit more of that in the future. But I thank you one and all for joining me this evening. That was a lot of fun. And I hope to see you all again soon. I'll, of course, be posting videos over the whatever coming days. Whether I get it together to do a live stream on the weekend or maybe next Tuesday, we shall see. But I hope you all take care of yourself in the meantime. I thank you very much for your company. I had a lot of fun tonight. So look after yourselves, and I will say goodbye for now. Click the